Yeah, actually the same is true. Most of the 90s, nobody helped me on the track, so I really didn't get to know you guys. Our next inductee is going to have somebody come up and speak for him. Would Todd Kay and Josh Larson come up, please? Play the video.
Dean Busch's legacy in BMX is one defined not just by his skill on the track, but by the way he made everyone around him feel. Known for his clean outfits, his ever-present smile, and his impressive collection of 30 bikes, Dean represented everything that makes BMX special: passion, camaraderie, and a genuine love for the ride. He wasn't just a racer, he was a mentor and a friend. Dean's BMX story began at local dirt jumps like Maplewood, where kids of all ages gathered to ride, learn, and push each other to new levels. It was there that riders like Barry Hughes and many others first met Dean, a talented and humble rider whose enthusiasm was contagious. Together they built wooden ramps, hauled them to different neighborhoods, and eventually created the legendary No Frills dirt jumps. Dean's influence reached far beyond the dirt jumps. He introduced countless kids to new BMX terrains, from racetracks to skate parks, always eager to share what he knew. At the track, he demonstrated focus and form. At the skate park, he rode with such smoothness and style that his friends affectionately called it the Dean Show. Among those lucky enough to race and travel with Dean were Todd Kay, Josh Larson, Chris Roulette, and Tim Lillethorup. They recall weekends full of laughter, friendly competition, and brotherhood. Tim fondly remembers one Thanksgiving weekend at the ABA Grand Nationals, sharing dinner at Cracker Barrel, trading jokes, and then watching Dean blaze around the Grand's track way out in front. That image of Dean leading the pack has never faded. Dean's greatest pride, however, came from sharing BMX with his sons, Heyden, Lane, and Colton. Together they traveled the country racing, meeting new people, and building lifelong friendships through the sport they loved. To Dean, BMX wasn't just competition, it was connection. It was a way of doing something meaningful as a family. In his son, Colton's words, "To my mentor and hero, I couldn't be more proud to be the son of the one and only Dean Busch. BMX racing allowed you, Heyden, Lane, and I to travel the country, meet new people, and have a consistent sport to keep our focus on something fun, productive, and challenging. There are many things I could have gotten involved in growing up, but I'm extremely grateful to have a father that got me into the sport of bikes." The Hall of Fame is very special. Everyone admires you and keeps your memories close to their heart. Nobody cares about how good you were, more so the big heart you showed and the non-judgmental, open-armed personality you brought to every race, as everyone felt they could instantly be your buddy. Keep on watching over us, Dad, and let's continue to be kind to one another as you would. From the clean outfits and 30 bikes that you owned, we won't ever forget that. I apologize I couldn't be here tonight. I cared deeply. I had a good buddy from Alaska that flew down to Utah this weekend for a mountain bike competition, and this was planned way in advance. I feel like you would tell me to go party in the desert anyway. I have you with me in spirit. Thanks everyone for attending tonight, and congrats to everyone else that was nominated. Thanks for keeping BMX cool, and keep jumping like Dean. Dean Busch's presence in Nebraska BMX will forever be remembered. His kindness and his love for BMX shaped a community that continues to ride stronger because of him. His legacy reminds us all to ride with heart, lift each other up, and always keep riding and jumping like Dean.
Yeah. Come on up, guys.
So we have two different awards.
Yeah.
You guys can sit here if you want.
Did you want to get the photo first?
Oh, yeah, we got to
get.
get.
Yep.
We want to stand over here. So because of the screen. That's it.
Great. Guys, go ahead and have a seat.
We have two very good friends of Dean's that wanted to accept this award for him, so we're going to turn it over to Todd Kay and Josh Larson. You want to wear this? Oh, sure. Clip that on your thing.
Oh, I'm still clipped here. Well, thank you so much, Tim, for asking us to do this. My name's Todd Kay. I was track operator at Omaha BMX for 7 years. And I had I don't know if you want to call it a pleasure, but to have to race Dean all the time. You know, seeing Dean's name on the motor sheets, like, oh man. You know, but Dean, the one lesson I taught from Dean that I now bring on to kids I coach, I'm doing mountain biking, is to always have fun. Whenever I would race Dean, everybody would always say, good luck, good luck, good luck. He would always say to me, no good luck. We're just riding bikes. Let's go have some fun. And that is the biggest lesson that I learned from Dean that I actually pass on to kids that I help now. But he would also come out to the track and help out once in a while and rake the track and just get it ready. And I remember him coming up one day. We were working on the track and we just kind of saw this brand new red Camaro pulling in. And we're like, who's this kid? And Dean comes out of the car, and we're like, what are you doing driving this brand new red little Camaro? But he came to help us, and somehow he got covered in mud, and I thought he was joking, and he said, I'm gonna have to go home with no clothes on. I'm gonna have to take my clothes off. I don't wanna get my brand new car all muddy. And I thought he was joking, but then when he left, I saw him getting undressed, and he actually drove home in his underwear. So I don't know if you knew that one, Josh. Yep. Yeah, that was great. But Dean was always known for just showing up at a race, changing gear, changing jerseys in between motos, and changing bikes. And I think it was mentioned that he had 30 bikes. I thought it was way more than that.
It was.
Yeah.
It definitely was.
So I had the absolute pleasure of racing with Dean, racing against Dean, and just learning to always keep it humble. Never take it too seriously. We're just riding bikes.
Well, I also had the privilege of racing Dean a lot back when I was younger. Back in the great ABA days of Motomaker, 16X and up was just one big group. So when we turned 16, we all got to race Dean and older guys like Jim Ball and even Todd when he came along. So Dean taught us a lot, and like myself, like Chance and Tyson Jurgens, guys like us that had to race him all the time as a younger kid. And one thing I kind of learned now, looking back, is now that we're the older riders and we got the younger kids looking up to us, we're the new Dean. We can't be mad when the younger kids come up and beat us, and because Dean never was. He was never upset. He would never get like, man, never complain about these damn kids. He was always humble. He shook your hand at the end of the line, and he was all about having fun. One thing I like to kind of share is my last time I got to actually ride with Dean was 2 weeks before he passed, and it was May of 2019. In 2018 and 17, I didn't race too much. I was kind of off my bike a lot, and I was kind of struggling trying to find motivation to ride again. And it was a Wednesday night practice night over at Star City, and I was sitting on top of the double, and my man, I'm just not feeling it. And this white, big lifted GMC Sierra pulled up, and Dean got out, and we started riding, and we rode for like 2 hours that night. And I kind of had a realization. I'm like, I've been doing this forever with Dean. Like it felt normal again. And he helped me that night. He kind of helped me keep going and keep pushing myself that night and kind of rest of that year, honestly. Yeah.
Well, Dean also he helped us go faster, because he was just unbelievably powerful and fast and committed to everything that he did. And I follow this philosophy with my own racing, and I try to share it with kids that I help is to just focus on the jersey in front of you and try to just follow that guy, and you will just let the bike riding happen and just let it come naturally. And if you focus on that person, and for me it was always Dean in front of me, and you will just ride your bike and keep it simple. And I'm just so grateful that I had just a little, but roughly 6 years of riding, racing, and hanging out with Dean and learning so much in that time. I am unbelievably grateful for that.
To kind of carry on, one of the things I admired most about Dean was I always said Dean is what BMX is and should be. You know, he didn't get into politics of BMX. He didn't get into drama. If there was a sense of drama, he'd disappear. And that's why he always showed up late. He'd always kind of sit up in the back. You never knew he was going to come. And he always kind of went around and talked to the guys that he knew that he wanted to talk to. But he was never going to get into gossip. Didn't want anything to do with it. And that was kind of his style. Like, he didn't care about the politics of BMX. He just wanted to ride his bike. And he used to show up at like 9 o'clock at night at my track. I'd be out there working or something, and he would show up randomly. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I gotta go work at 3 a.m. at Kellogg's. He's like, I want to come and ride my bike a little bit. And he drove all the way from Gretna or Pillion, wherever he was living at that time. I'm like, all right. So finally, I just gave him the key to the lights. I'm like, here, Dean, just shut them off when you're done. Have fun. I don't want to find you tomorrow. But that's what he would do. You know, he was a legend that way. And the best thing I used to always talk about Dean was he was the legend that still raced and still rode. And when he was around, you could talk about him, tell you stories about him, like, oh yeah, that's him right there, you know. And I always said, like, you would never know how great he was unless you watched him ride. Because you talk to him, he was the most humble person you've ever met, and just super down to earth, quiet guy. But
He had a good sense of humor too.
Oh yeah.
He had a really good sense of humor, and Chris Roulette knew him. Chris, did you know him? You knew him in high school, right? Yeah, very well. And Chris originally got him involved in BMX, and Chris and I traveled with him for a while, and he was on our direct link team. And he might have been quiet and humble, but he had one heck of a sense of humor too.
Yeah, we would spend a lot of time sitting around after multi-point races at our tracks when a state series is done, just hanging around and having a few drinks, which we shouldn't have been, and just finishing our lunches and just kind of patting ourselves on the back for good, successful weekends on our tracks and sticking around. And Dean was definitely one of those guys to hang around and sit and chat with us.
You guys think we should see how loud we can get and give him a big round of applause for Dean?
Oh, please.
Come on, everybody. Yeah!
I also just want to add real quick, back when Todd was still track operator, we both, after he passed, we both did things at both of our tracks to dedicate to Dean. Todd put up a great mural. It's on the starting deck at Omaha BMX, so please, if you can check that out. It's still there to this day. Here in Lincoln, we have a pro set, and we decided to change the name to the Dean section. I always joke, I paid the first half of the pro set just so I can put Dean's name permanently on there. So you can go check that out and honor Dean. And remember to always jump like Dean.
Thank you. Good job, man. You know, you can just tell, you can hear it in their voices how much this guy meant. And this is what so many of us have in BMX. There's somebody in our lives that meant so much. Thank you. And it's people like Dean that that live on forever because of BMX.